Hello and welcome. My name is Jason Welsh and this is my Folding Arduino Lab 2. So the first one is on Thingiverse, and underneath the one on Thingiverse is version 2. So now there's two you can choose from. They're all zipped up. So if you do choose version 2, just download version 2, the zip. Okay? Or you can go to the original and download that one too. So the difference between the two versions. Version 2 is for people that have kind of like this workflow in mind. Let's say one day you wanted to work with sensors. Okay, you can grab the sensor pack. You have to have some resistors, so you grab the resistor pack, and you want to work with, let's say, some 555 or miscellaneous things. You can grab one of those. Alright, one can fit in your pocket, the other two can fit into the unit, or any combination thereof. So I changed out the drawer system to make it a little bit more user-friendly for people that have different experiments. So here's all my resistors. Okay, you can see that this is a lid made out of ABS. It goes like that. You can just curve it, slide it into place, and all my stuff stays in there, doesn't fall out for anything. I could put this in my pocket, or I could put it in the unit. It also has this little nifty M3 screw here. It's optional. I provide a hole for it, just in case you want to have that feel of a drawer. You can also have a holder that has a great deal of these somewhere on your workbench too. Now, to incorporate the new drawer system, all you do is have to go like this. Okay, let's say I needed a sensor pack and a resistor pack that day. Well, on the side here, there's a little tiny hole that slides in using a PLA spike, 3mm PLA spike, and I got a couple of those. Like that. Now the M3 screw that was running through here got pretty expensive after printing a few of these. Okay, so instead of having that, I used PLA for the hinges. What you can do is use a PLA spike about from here to here, and then I hit it with a soldering iron to melt it into this rivet at the end. I'll show you how to make these really cool PLA spikes. If you have, a 3D printer that has a hotbed, I got a very cool, easy way to make these that are absolutely straight. Okay, so I can fold up the unit just like before, so not much change there, and I can put a spike in here instead of the 2.5 Allen wrench. I still provide the little hook in case you want to use the Allen wrench, but other than that, that's what's different. So now all my drawers are locked in position. This is briefcase ready. You can leave this out in the open. Your kids cannot hurt this at all. It's so great. It's absolutely kid proof. I have a 3-year-old daughter, and she is very abusive on things, but I can feel very confident about leaving this on the coffee table and everything is safe. If you want to use it with a shield, you can. So here's a variation of what that looks like. You just don't use a drawer. You have one drawer at the bottom, but the top drawer you can leave out, or just leave the lid off. So you can still put that in there in case you want to seal that off in there. Here's the Arduino Leonardo. Bam, bam, all folds up. And you gotta put a spike at that very bottom too. Just like that. Cool. And another spike here to hold it all together. Just like that. Alright, so that's version 2. Version 2 is just for those. It's a little bit of an upgrade, not much. Now, I had some people order version 1, and what I did is I offered a deal. Basically, if you wanted one, I opened up an Etsy account, and you can order these as many as you want. I have 6 printers, so it's not like I can't keep up with the orders. But if you've ordered in the past and you found you have version 1 and you want version 2, I'm offering 1 unit at 50% off if you shop on my Etsy account. Okay, that's only if you bought a unit before, and I'll send you a coupon code if I can, if I can figure that out. I'm kind of new to Etsy, but it might take me a couple seconds to figure that one. So this is on Thingiverse, and what happens is there's a version 1, version 2. They are under the same link. So if you want version 1, it's still there. Version 2 looks like this, and it gives you all the drawers and everything else. As you can see, I got quite a few drawers just for nerdy emergencies. So, oh, one last thing. This stuff is freaking amazing. Vaspier frosting. Like, if you print in ABS and you want your products to look amazing, this stuff right here, just hit it real quick on the plastic, and it brings it all to the same surface shine, and it provides a little bit of an extra UV coating for the product. Vaspar frosting interior, good for glass and plastic. Good stuff. Let's go look at that PLA trick for making these spikes that I talked about. Alright, so here I am over by one of my 3D printers. Hopefully you can hear me with all the noise of the fans. I got an exhaust system that exhausts all this to the outside world. But this is hooked up at 75 degrees Celsius, so I can't rest my hand on it, that's for sure. But what happens is PLA is a pretty cool plastic. When it's in a roll, however, it looks like this. Okay? And there's really no straightening this stuff out. Well, what I do is I cut off a piece the size of a hinge, and I put it on my heat bed for a second. While it's there, I find a cold mirror. Describe a cold mirror? Well, a mirror that's below the temperature of the heat bed. You know, just kind of go outside and put it out there for a second or whatever. It's not that cold. I would say it's just room temperature-ish. Okay, so what I do here is kind of wait till this heats up a little bit. And it'll get to the point where it's malleable. Kind of like a spaghetti noodle that's been left in the water too long. So you can imagine I have, like, let's say 20 of these on the heat bed at a time. And you can see it, it's kind of straightening out. See it? When I see that happen, I can go like this. Then I could take my cold mirror, plop it over to the cold mirror, and just go like that a couple times, and it hardens instantaneously. Mirrors are perfectly flat. And there we go. I now have a good spike for a hinge. Enjoy the little trick. PLA, amazing plastic. I only print in ABS, but I'm starting to use this now for some of my designs. Enjoy.